No, we're going down some of my old hunting roads here because we were going to camp outside of Tally Lake, and we kind of went and kind of claimed a spot earlier in the week and threw an old tent on there, an old chair, just kind of like this our spot. Just because we don't like to keep the camper out in the woods, where we can't get to it. And, the last thing you want is a critter getting in it, or a bigger critter getting in it. But anyway, yeah, it disappeared. That spot got taken and the tent just went poof. So anyway, that sucked. But we decided to look for something else, and of course, weekend in Montana, every single campground is full. So I reverted to, we kind of made a decision. Do we go to the North Fork where we camp a lot, or do we come out here to the Swan Range? And so, Raleigh wanted to do something different, so I said, okay. So I pulled up my Onyx app. If you don't have Onyx app, you should get Onyx. But I pulled up my Onyx Hunt app, and I had some campgrounds and waypoints marked out here in the Swan River National Forest, kind of halfway between the Swans and the Missions. And so we're heading out. We've looked at a couple of them. There's one that might have worked, but we're going to go check out this last one, which should be a little bit nicer. But you kind of had to drive up the mountain and down the mountain with that thing behind us.
And the road is very bumpy.
There's been some logging, and like I said, I hunt here, so it's not really, developed that well. So, yeah, we're slowly but surely making our way down, and I think we're gonna try to push through. This is just kind of re-emphasizing my desire for a teardrop.
Oh my gosh.
For these kind of situations, could have dropped Big Boy at the lot and got our teardrop, but that'll come when it happens. But yeah, so I'm hoping there's a couple spots here at Goat Creek, and there's all kind of dispersed camping here in the Swans. It's it's beautiful land out here, but it can be a little rough to get up to a few of them. So that's where we are. We'll let you know, because if we can't find one here, we're probably going to camp at Mi Hacienda Campground. And, it's full of amenities there. So we'll see what's going on.
Well, we know we found one, so.
Yeah, we found one, but it would take a long circle to get back to it.
Yeah.
Long circle. And by that point, I might even be over it. So, hoping something good here.
So we'll keep going.
Plus, my wife said it was very berry looking. Not like strawberry berry.
As in bears.
Grizzly berry looking.
Yeah.
I've only seen like 4 bear scat on the road, so we're okay.
Oh my gosh.
Anyway, so we're headed that way. I mean, I never doubted it for a minute.
Uh-huh. Found a pretty good site, actually. It was very big. And very private. Good job.
Onyx.
What's the name of this campground?
Soup Creek.
Soup Creek.
Soup Creek.
Soup Creek. Alright, so this is the moment of truth.
Oh, man.
Because we've been on back roads for, I think, a combined maybe 2 hours or so. Oh. That stuff was in the sink.
I hadn't gone in there yet.
Yeah, this stuff was in our kitchen sink. Just a pillow and a hiking pack on the floor. Everything else is pretty good. None of the drawers opened or anything. So we're good. So this is how we keep everything secure when we're pulling the camper. We also put stuff in the sink and cram stuff in between the slide so that it can't move. Put our camp chairs on the bed. And that's just how we make sure everything stays put for the most part.
Well, good morning. This is Saturday morning at the Soup Creek, however you want to say it, campground. Not a bad little spot. Got my coffee brewing, because you know it's going to be old school. Not bad. Couple of paths here going to different campsites, I guess, if guys are camping together. Right off the main road over there. I don't know if you can see it. It's kind of bleeding through the trees there. This is in the Swan River Valley. So yeah, probably build a little fire here in just a moment. We got a nice old stone picnic table. Little fire. Day's kind of cloudy and much, so not too hot. Good temperature in the 70s. Nice. All right, got a little campfire going here. Just enough just to enjoy it. It's not really cold out here. It's just pretty nice actually. Probably upper 60s, so we're pretty warm. So not a big fire. Fire ring is well, a bit small, and it's old, and well, you know, seen better days, but that's okay. So yeah, coffee is just about ready. We are percolating. Just a little bit longer, and it'll get a color on each piece. Yeah, gonna be a good day. So our neighbors to the right of us left, so we kind of got the place to ourselves now, so kind of nice. So I'm going to plug her up and give her a little power. This Predator generator, got it from Harbor Freight. This thing has been awesome. It's quiet. You can have a conversation just like this and not have to yell over it. It's super quiet, lightweight, you know, fits perfectly in the truck with the bed cover. So I don't even have to take it down if we use it. Just plug it up in the truck. Always make sure if you are going to use it in your truck that you give it plenty of room for the exhaust to come out. You know, don't ever use it in a fully like covered truck, you know, because the exhaust and everything will choke it out. Plus you don't want all those exhaust fumes, you know, possibly getting in your cab or anything like that. You know, it'll kill you. But yeah, it's a great little generator. Has our 30 amp adapter, which that comes with it, and you just kind of plug it in, kind of plugs in and out, and just kind of twists in and twists out. Has two 120 volts, a DC 12. Yeah, so it's great. You can plug up just about anything, man. And it's got had some adapters with it that you can use, like if you wanted to plug USB to it, you know, from your DC or something like that. So yeah, great little generator. Just runs off of the side, you know, got a good starter. My battery, I think, is actually getting a little weak. You know, we've had it a little bit, so I probably got to get, you know, maybe get a few things. Got some parallel outlets if you need them. So, and it has the crank start just in case your battery does die. So yeah, great little rig. For our rig, we've got one AC on here, so with our lights and everything, 35 amp does great. Handles all the load of the camper, no problem. You know, if you're a bigger guy and you need, like, you have like 2 air conditioners or something like that, you probably need to get like a 5000. So great little addition. Just to show you guys, you know, like I said, super quiet, you know, and it's actually, what little bit of noise you can hear is just from it vibrating the actual truck. So yeah, great little generator. This is my lovely wife, Raleigh. You know, the voice behind everything.
The brains
You
behind
know,
everything.
the brains behind everything, you know. So, all right, babe. So we are doing an experimental camp breakfast. What are we doing?
So this is not something we would normally eat, but I saw it on Facebook and thought it would be a really fun thing to try. We're making stuffed French toast out of Twinkies. So so we're using
our Blackstone.
The Blackstone.
Portable Blackstone.
And you take the Twinkies and then dip them in pancake mix. That's a mixture of pancake mix, milk, and a little splash of vanilla. And then you'll cook them on the Blackstone, and then top them with strawberries. And then we have a little whipped cream for the top just to make it cute.
And bacon!
And because I know how he feels about sweet stuff, I brought bacon.
Bacon.
For Mr. Taylor.
Bacon. Which shall be done. We'll show you the result here in just a minute. If anybody can screw this up, it's me, baby. One thing I forgot to mention while the Blackstone's heating up, if you're going to camp out here northwest Montana, any of that area, and you know you're bringing your camper or whatever, but you're just kind of, you know, gonna just easy camp, you know, not just like some true backpacking or anything like that, bring citronella. Now make sure you put that citronella back up in your camper or your vehicle, you know, because bears still do like it, you know, because bears like everything. With these little citronella candles and these little, I think they're made by Coleman, maybe, or no, Thermacell. These little Thermacell mosquito things are fantastic, and one of those is actually light enough. If you were to go backpacking, you could take one of those with you, set it by your pack chair. I speak from experience.
So first thing, put butter down on the griddle, and now he's dipping just like you would dip French toast. Get it nice and coated. Our pancake mix looks weird. It's because it's protein pancake mix. That's just what we had.
Oh yeah, I am screwing this up. Might be a little thick.
I can get another, like a little bit of milk.
A little milk and put in there.
Okay. And we're putting that on there and just gonna let it should be on medium low.
Yeah. Put this on low. I probably need to like.
So just a little tip, this is our milk. I didn't want to bring a whole container because we only needed enough for this. So just put it in the little screw top. Which fits nicely in the fridge. We have our eggs in one also. Just pre-crack the eggs and put them in one of those. So we don't have to worry about them breaking on the way here. And we can shake them up and get them nice and scrambled before we even put them on the Blackstone. Yeah, I guess it is a little thick, huh?
Sure to be good. How can a Twinkie go wrong?
Right? Also, in case anyone needs to know, I haven't bought Twinkies in a very long time, so I never paid attention, but in case you're wondering, they may be individually wrapped, but apparently a serving of Twinkies is 2 Twinkies. So there you go. Alright, here we go. It is Twinkie French toast. Stuffed French toast. Strawberries. We'll see how it tastes in a minute. Alright, moment of truth.
Moment of truth.
Is it good? We did learn that.
As a fried Twinkie, oh, that's good.
We did learn that the Twinkies cook very fast, so it's best to, if you're cooking something else, go ahead and cook that first, because we had to wait for the bacon. And now the Twinkies probably aren't super hot.
They're still warm.
It's
Good.
fine.
Good.
Alright, final rating on the breakfast, 1 through 10. Specifically, exclude the bacon, so specifically the stuffed French toast.
Well, you just knocked it down 3 points there, didn't you? I would say a 7.
7?
Yeah, well, it was pretty good actually. I mean, I didn't hate it, you know. So it was good. It was good. You definitely want to pair it with something salty though, like the bacon or whatever.
Yeah, I think I would give it more like 5, and the reason for that is just specifically the pancake batter. I did not like it. I tried, we usually use the Krusty's protein.
Yeah, I bet if we'd use the Krusty's,
yeah, the Krusty's protein pancake batter is really good. This one was the Pearl River Milling.
Whatever, yeah, something. Pearl River or something.
They had never had a protein mix before, and I saw it and got it, and now I know. Won't get it again. But other than that, like the idea, and it was really good.
Yeah, good.
With the bacon, it's probably a 10 for him.
I'll give it an 8.5 of bacon.
8.5.
8.5 of bacon. So.
And not as sweet as I thought it was gonna be.
Yeah, that was the best thing about it, not being sweet.
Yeah, I guess because of the pancake batter, and then because it's not really sweet, and then the strawberries and the whipped cream, like we didn't do any like powdered sugar or syrup or anything like that, so it wasn't like overly sweet because it was a Twinkie.
Yeah, nothing fancy.
Yeah. All right. We're going to explore the campsite right next to us, just to see what another one looks like, because we kind of just pulled into the first one we saw last night. This one was taken, but these people left this morning.
This one's really nice.
Oh yeah, it's got a nicer fire pit.
Hey, it's got a seat.
It's got a bigger table, taller table.
That's a little more level right here too.
Yeah. This is a really nice site. It's huge too. It's not quite as...
It's big enough. The guy over there's got a fifth wheel.
Yeah. It's not quite as wooded as the other one we have. One we have is super secluded. It's really nice. They do...
I have yet to look at one of their pit toilets.
I was about to say, they do have, I don't know if you can see it over there, but a little tiny pit toilet, and I think that might be one over there too.
And there's one over there.
But
I think there's technically one for every site.
but they look
They've been here long.
questionable.
I mean, they may be fine.
They don't look like new pit toilets. They definitely look very old.
Yeah, because there's another one over there, so every site has one.
Huh, interesting.
Yeah, this is a nice spot.
Yeah.
If we weren't set up, we'd scoot over and see it.
It has perfect hammock trees right there. Yeah, this is a good one.
I'm really tempted to get some of the water. And it's cool that you can walk between them. You have, like, your friends come and they get the second spot.
Yeah, like friends camping side by side. There's a little trail between the two. It's a just short little walk.
Or for animals, we need to get between each one.
Right, bears checking out each site. Find dinner. It was very buggy last night when we first got here. Lots and lots of mosquitoes. They're not really out right now, but the gnats definitely are. But that's just summer in Montana. But we have our citronella candles going. We have our thermocells going. A couple of those out here. Those pretty much take care of all the mosquitoes for us. So I have kind of a different process for washing dishes in the camper, just to conserve water, because we are boondocking and have limited water. I don't think we would ever actually run out because we're only camping on a weekend, but just in case, this is kind of how I do this. I have the dirty dishes in the sink, filled it up a little bit with cold water, boiling some hot water. Do have a hot water heater, we just don't use it for no reason. We just never remember we even have it. And then I will put the boiling water in there along with some soap and get them all nice and soapy and clean them in the soapy water. And then as I clean each dish while it's still soapy, I'll put it over here on this little roll-up rack we have. And then once I've washed all the dishes and everything's all nice and soapy, only then we'll actually turn on the water and just quickly rinse everything off, just so that I don't have the water running constantly while I'm washing dishes. And they go right there to dry. about to do.
Alright, so just gonna kind of go around the area and look for some little spots. Get my Onyx here to pull it up, see if I can pull it up in the offline. So you have to pull this stuff up in offline mode or else it will absolutely just go nuts on you.
So we're using the Onyx. He has Onyx Hunt, but there's also an Onyx Off-Road. What's it called?
Yep, off-road.
Onyx,
There's like
off-road.
2 or 3 of them now actually, but Hunt seems to work just as good as anything else because it will let you know exactly where you are, where everything is.
You can pin locations. So what we're gonna do, since we're just here camping and don't have anything planned today, is go explore the area and then find any locations that would be cool, like dispersed camping sites, and pin them so that we have some more options when we come out camping this direction.
So we're right here. So as you see, I can go back to my, and there's different waypoints that I've saved, through hunting and everything. And so we're at campsite 1 in Soup Creek, and there we are. And you can even, like I said, you can do this in offline mode, which is what we are. And so we're right here in Soup Creek Campground. So we're just going to kind of make our way back toward Highway 83. We came up the long way, of course, but we're going to make our way back to 83 and just see what we see along the way. Maybe check out Point Pleasant while we're at it, and then just come back, and then we'll come back to our camp spot.
All right, onward.
We're not far.
Yeah.
At the highway, we're going to take a left, and we're going to check out Point Pleasant Campground.
Okay. Pulling into Point Pleasant Campground.
Yep.
Check it out. Let's see what's back here. That one's very overgrown.
What? You're right on.
Oh, that was cool.
You're right.
Oh,
Right on the river.
that's cool. That's a nice campsite. Vault toilets. Yeah, that's a really good one. Definitely pin that one. So what do you do when you pin it? Do you put any notes or anything like campsite right on the river or something like that?
You can change your waypoint names, and so I changed it to Point Pleasant by the water.
Yeah. It's a little tiny campground,
Yeah, so
but it also looks very quiet.
I almost think probably a little too big for our rig.
Too, like, what do you mean?
I mean too small for our rig, our 20. So this would probably be one we car camp or something,
Yeah.
because I don't know. I mean, I guess I could get the rig in that spot, but that looked like it'd be the only spot.
Yeah. That was a
We could
pretty
get our
big
rig
camper
in.
that was in the other spot, though.
Yeah, well, yeah, maybe. But those are like probably the only 2, because these other ones I've seen are either grown up or
Yeah.
not really a whole lot. There only looks like maybe 4 campsites.
Yeah.
All right.
We are pulling into I forget the actual name of it.
Mission Mountain.
Mission Mountains Mercantile. Very cute little spot. They had a bunch of really cute things in there. Avoided getting a lot of stuff, but I found this and thought this was cool because it's super, super lightweight. And I don't know if it's focusing or not, but it is 150 sheets of soap. And so I thought this would be good for backpacking or even hiking. Just putting in a day pack, and all you have to do is run some water over it and it'll lather up, and then you can wash your hands and then rinse. So I thought that was cool. I think it was like maybe $6 or $7. Everything here is pretty expensive just because it's the only store for miles and miles and miles, and a lot of touristy type stuff in there. So, but they had 4 different scents. This is got the woodland wash. So what's the name of this campground?
Pine Ridge.
Pine Ridge.
Pine Ridge. It's just got a couple, 2 or 3 little campsites, a vault toilet. It's by the water.
That's nice. You got that site right there.
A good one, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that'd be a cool spot.
So the campground is right over there. Just taking its time. Condon Airport.
Condon Airport.
Look out.
Back to our campsite.
I've never opened one.
Home sweet home. Some pretty blue skies now. It's almost 3 o'clock, so we're going to make lunch. Late lunch. We were going to have sandwiches, but since we were so late last night getting in, we stopped and got something on the way here. So now we're having what was going to be our dinner last night for lunch, which is going to be shrimp fajitas.
Once again, kind of using our little 22-inch Blackstone portable. It can run off the little cans, or it can also run off a big can if you need to. Real easy, quick lunch. Raleigh had some shrimp marinating and some sriracha pineapple seasoning. Just some basic peppers and onion blend she cut up and pre-froze. So yeah, and just a little bit of avocado oil and throwing up. Yeah, nice one. Take a couple minutes, get that done, and Raleigh's in there warming up some queso, and yeah, in about 10 minutes we'll have shrimp fajitas. Quick lunch, easy camp lunch. So there you have it, folks. 10 minutes later, we have shrimp, queso, onions, peppers, tortillas, tortilla chips, and my beautiful wife. Lunch. And dinner is chicken Phillies. Once again, 10 minutes on the Blackstone. It was flattened chicken breast, peppers, onions from earlier, cheese. Well, good morning. My coffee is percolating. It smells so good. I'm not gonna lie, it is some Canadian coffee though. Some Tim Hortons coffee we picked up from Fernie while we were there. It's a beautiful Sunday morning. Just got up. It's about 8:45-ish, maybe 9. Let's see what time it is. Oh, it's 9:15. I was way off.
Been in there talking to Raleigh though. That's probably why. Lost time. I'm gonna crank up a little fire here, just a little one, just enough to enjoy my coffee with. And then we'll make some breakfast, and then it's time to start packing it up because we got about a hour and a half ride to the house. We're gonna store the camper first since we got some things going on over the next couple weeks of the 4th. Really excited about showing you guys the Eastern Lodge at the east side of Glacier National Park over by Two Medicine. That's gonna be awesome. We got a stay coming up there, so I hope you guys check that out. A little fire thing to show you guys. So, you know, when we're camping with the big camper and stuff, I have like, you know, fire starters, like the little white blocks, you know, that light up real well, and I've got 2 or 3 other fire starters just to make it easy. But I do backpack quite a bit, and I do have, you know, my old school Uberlon, you know, fire starters and my magnesium blocks and things like that. But one thing to notice is, try not to get too close to burn this thing, if you can find some bark from like a lodgepole or any of those things, there is so much sap in that bark that you can make a good base. Set your you know, your tinder on there, and then maybe, you know, a couple of magnesium shavings, and start that on there. That fire, once it gets to that bark, it will just take off, because it's kind of like fat wood. When you find fat wood where a forest fire used to be or something like that, you know, it's just all that sap just collects in there and just takes off. So it's nature's fire starter. So just a little tip there. Okay, so breakfast for once again on our easy camp breakfasts. We got the other half of the bacon we didn't use yesterday. We've got some peppers and onions here. Got a few onions and peppers left over from last night. Some eggs. Raleigh does a really cool way of keeping our eggs, just some things. So we're going to use like maybe half of that. That's a lot of eggs. And just throw it on the Blackstone. Kind of got my backup outdoor kitchen here just in case, because, you know, I forgot to pack extra gas. And yeah. So we're just going to take those, we're going to cook them all up and just put them in a bowl, make some breakfast bowls. Nice and easy. Nice and easy. We'll show you the end result. And ta-da! Eggs, potato, bacon, a little cheese, some hot sauce.
Little tip, the Walmart has these little tiny ones. They're like $1, so these are perfect for the camper because we don't ever use a whole container of anything.
Yeah. Yeah, so like, you know, a lot of the camping channels and stuff will tell you about all these great places like Aria and all that. They're all great, but we can do some Walmart too.
They have like 10 different things.
Budget.
We have a burger sauce. They have like barbecue sauce. They have a bunch of like just little containers for $1 each of different condiments.
Yep.
All right, we're heading home.
Heading home, about an hour and a half from the house.
How was the weekend?
Oh, I think it was great. I mean, we had to do the mad scramble on Friday, but I think it worked out well. The camping gods smiled on us.
Yeah.
So we had a great spot. I've been up that way a million times hunting, but I've never camped there. Really beautiful spot. So we were private, secluded, you know, not a lot of noise. It was really great. I mean, you know, you always want to get by some running water or something like that, but this was pretty good. Temperature was good. Temperature was really good, actually. We got out and explored a little bit and spent some time in camp just relaxing. Got some reading done, just kind of chilled out and enjoyed each other's company, and at least on my end. And I enjoyed it. It was a good weekend. Fun little weekend camp.
Yeah. We had great meals.
Oh yeah, food was really good and easy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was easy.
Yeah. weekend.
Yeah. I guess the next thing coming up is East Glacier.
Yeah, I'm excited about that.
Yeah, so that'll be a whole new experience. Ooh, bird. Okay, there it goes. So yeah, on we go.
This is the downside of camping in Montana in the summer. The long lines for the dump station.
Yep.
But we're at the, you want to tell them where we are?
Well, we're at the town pump in Kalispell.
South Kalispell. It's a really nice town pump. It's the most people I've ever seen at the dump station.